So, hello once again. Today we're gonna be deriving the double angle formulas. Before we derive the double angle formulas or the double angle identities, we must know first the sum and difference identities formulas. So, the sum identity for sine alpha plus beta. So, let alpha be the first angle and beta be the second angle. So, sine alpha plus beta is equal to sine alpha cosine beta plus cosine alpha sine beta. Now, for the difference identity for sine, that is alpha, we just change the plus sign to minus. Sine alpha minus beta is equal to, so it is just the same, sine alpha cosine beta, and then minus cosine alpha sine beta. So next, the sum identity for cosine is cosine alpha plus beta, that is equal to uh, cosine alpha cosine beta. So this one is minus, so we just change, then sine alpha sine beta. Now for the difference identity for cosine alpha minus beta, so it is just the same, we just change the operation, that is cosine alpha cosine beta, and then plus sine alpha sine beta. Now for the sum identity for tangent, this tangent alpha plus beta, so this is equal to, that is equal to tangent alpha plus tangent beta all over 1 minus tangent alpha tangent beta. Now for the difference identity for tangent, that is tangent alpha minus beta, that is equal to, that is just the same to this, but we interchange the operations, that is tangent alpha minus tangent beta all over 1. So from this we change the operation to plus tangent alpha tangent, so beta. So that is the sum and difference identities formulas. Since we already know the sum and difference identities formulas, we can now derive the double angle formulas. Now let us just start with the sine to theta. So the sine to theta is just equal to sine theta plus theta. So theta plus theta is 2 theta, and then will turn out to this. So applying the sum identity for sine, so that is equal to sine theta. So the first angle is theta, the second angle is also theta, so that is cosine theta plus cosine theta sine theta. So this sine cosine theta and cosine sine theta will add up and will become 2 sine theta cosine theta. So that is the sine to theta. So we just derive a double angle formula for sine. So now let us try to derive the double angle for cosine, that is cosine to theta. So again, this is just equal to cosine of theta plus theta. So applying sum the sum identity for cosine, that is, so the first angle is theta and the second angle is theta. So we have cosine theta cosine theta plus sine theta sine theta. So cosine theta times cosine theta is equal to cosine squared theta, then sine theta times the sine theta, that is sine squared theta. So we just derive again another formula, that is cosine to theta. Now you can notice that the cosine squared theta has also an identity. So previously in our video, we tackled that sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1. Then if I interchange the sign to this, that is cosine squared theta is equal to 1 minus sine squared theta. So if I can substitute this one to this, that is probably equal to is 1 minus sine squared theta plus also the sine squared theta. So cosine to theta is also equal to 1 so oh, by the way, we have a mistake here. This is minus, that is minus, so this is minus. So based on the formula, alpha plus beta is minus. So 1 minus sine squared theta minus sine squared theta. On the operations of real numbers, we know that if the sign is the same, it will add up, and the sign is also the same, so that is negative 2 sine squared theta. So from this identity also, we can notice that a sine squared theta is also equal to 1 minus cosine squared theta. And that, if I substitute it here, so that is equal to cosine squared theta minus, so I put parenthesis, so 1 minus cosine squared theta. So that is equal to, so cosine squared theta minus 1, so this negative times negative will become positive. So that is cosine squared theta plus cosine squared theta. That is 2 cosine. That is 2 cosine squared theta. Then minus 1. So you notice that we have the identity, double angle identity for cosine. So don't forget that it is negative. So we just got a mistake earlier. That is based on the formula that cosine alpha plus beta is cosine alpha cosine beta minus sine alpha sine beta, and we apply it here, cosine theta plus theta. So that's it.